Basie had an appointment today, and we call her Basie. So Baisy is how I spell it. But or Basiln, Bazo, whatever you want to call her. She has a bunch of nicknames, and the woman doctor that we saw this morning kept calling her Bracy or Breezy, and I thought it was kind of cute. It's like a new nickname for her, and I didn't correct her. It doesn't really matter what you call her. She has a bunch of different nicknames, and people always say it different ways. She had a grandfather named Basil Clare, and like the basil plant, and I say it with a Z, but I think he said Basil growing up, and people just called him BC, Basil Clare. And so there's a bunch of different ways to say it, and I just thought, yeah, Breezy, that was cute. She just put an R in there, so. We just got to Stanford University for Basie's appointment, and we're going to sleep tonight, and then her appointment is first thing in the morning. So she is so happy to be out of the car. She's been grinding her teeth. I think she has a tooth coming in up top. You like that chair? Do you like that big chair? Yeah. Yeah. Mama. Got done with Basie's geneticist appointment, and we had to drive 6 hours to get there last night, and then I stayed in a hotel, just me and her, and Spencer's working today, and then we had to have babysitters for Libby, childcare. The kids are in school, so it's just, yeah, I can't do this very often, but I was able to make this trip, and we saw 2 geneticist doctors for Basie and her blood today, and so we had to wait in labs after talking to him, and then I guess it takes 6 months to get the results back, and so sorry, I'm on the freeway right now. So we have to wait for results, and they are gonna send in a test to test all 20,000 genes all at once. So it should be able to tell us like what gene gets flagged or what comes back. And we've tested a couple with the geneticist local with us. We've tested a couple genes, but nothing that we've been able to pinpoint, or nothing that we can find like what syndrome it is or what disorder she has. And so hopefully this will be able to tell us. Yeah, it was so cool. We walked in and there were like so many babies in there that just are are unique and just look a little bit different, you know. And Basie was right there with them, and she was just like, she fit in perfectly. And it was just, I think all of those kids are just so adorable, and, you know, like dwarfism and just things that look, you know, out of the norm and just makes them unique. And there was this little teeny tiny girl, and she didn't look like she was even a year old, you know, or old enough to walk, but she was walking, and she was just so tiny on her mom's hip. And then she like got down on the ground and she just walked right away. It was so cute. And yeah, I don't think Basie was quite, you know, bigger than her, because Basie's small too, but it was cool. One of the doctors, so they took pictures of Basie, and like from the front, from the back, from both sides. They took pictures of her hands, like how she holds her hands, and they took pictures of her toes, because she has some overlapping toes, and just those unique features about her, and her small petite nose, airway, you know, like her small chin, and like how her chest sticks out a little bit more, like it's prominent, and like these are all characteristics of her. And the female doctor that was in there, the geneticist doctor, was asking about her fingernails, and if her fingernails really grow. And she has fingernails that look normal, but they don't really grow. I don't ever have to cut them. I always check them, because we cut Libby's way more often. Like Libby's grows so fast, but Basie's really doesn't, and I've never really even thought about that. And then how Basie's hair, like her hair follicles are more separate, and they're just more sporadic and spread out. And I've never really, like, that, I guess that has to do with whatever syndrome or disorder she has. And so they were looking at that and pointed that out. And then, like, she never cries, and I guess that's part of it too. And it's true, like we've always just said, oh, she's so content, she's so good, she's so mild-mannered, you know, just a good baby. And she is, like, she really never cries. And I just thought, you know, now finally after her surgery she giggles. And I just thought, you know, that she was in so much pain before with her back and her tethered cord, and she just, like, she didn't want to move, she didn't use her legs, she didn't do a lot of things, and she didn't sit up until after, you know. And so but she really never cries, and she really hasn't ever napped during the day. And I guess those two things are the ones that, you know, go with the hair. Like, she'll have thin hair forever, and her nail beds, and her nails don't grow. And so those things all kind of go hand in hand with each other for one of the syndromes. And something else that the guy was focused on was how she has widespread eyes, and her fontanelle, it's always been super soft and sunken in right here, even when she was born, and especially when she was born. And then it kind of filled in a little bit between her eyes, but she's always had bruising here, and it looked like she had a broken nose when she, right after birth. And yeah, she's always had a really prominent vein that sticks out, and just a wide, her sutures are really widespread. So that's something that he was focused on. And the left side of her body is a lot smaller than the right, and so it's how alert she is, and she's never taken a nap during the day. And so all of these things, like, tie into, you know, their thoughts about what she has. And so that was the female doctor. And then the male doctor that was there said that he has an idea of what it could be. And he said that, like, she's always had premature things. Like, she was born full term, 39 weeks, 6 days, but she's always had premature, like, you know, developmentally she's delayed, intellectually she's delayed. All of these things are behind. She didn't hold up her head until she was like 4 or 5 months old. She didn't like have enough strength for that. And then she didn't sit up on her own until she was, or no, she didn't roll over until she was 11 months old. And then she wasn't able to sit up until after her surgery at like 15 months old. She got her surgery in June on her back, her spine. And so she wasn't able to even sit on her own until 15 months old. And so just like, she's globally delayed in all areas. And he thinks that she is aging slower, like developmentally aging slower than the average baby that is her age, you know, her size. But she's aging faster. Like, because she's so far behind, it makes her older. I don't know, like she's aging faster, and he seems like she's older than the average baby, which, because it takes a lot out of her, and it takes a lot of extra energy. And, you know, like the first year of her life, she only gained 3 grams, which the average baby gained 30 grams per day, but she only gained 3 grams per day. And so she's way far behind, and she, like, her body has to work extra. Therefore, it's making her age faster, which I don't know if that makes sense. It's pretty much what I got from what he was saying, and, you know, along those lines. So I'm just so excited to get the test results back, but it could be 6 months from now, and I just can't believe that I didn't even know that existed. They like to test the chromosomes first, you know, both parents all at once, just in case, you know, something comes back, and then they just do that first always. And then this has developed within the last like 5 years. They have been able to do this test, and it's a big one. So they're gonna see if, like, they drew her blood today, and they're gonna see if insurance will cover it, and they'll do all of that. So yeah, they're gonna prioritize it though. Like, hopefully we'll be able to get the results back fairly quickly. And then there's a couple of different doctors, so they're gonna sit down and take all of the pictures and everything that they took of her today, and they're gonna sit down all together with like 10 different geneticists and go over everything, you know, like just look at all of her history, and just all of these doctors sit down as a board and like talk about it and what they think about her, and just like, and then they'll message us back within, you know, 6 months, and they'll try to figure out what she has, and then, you know, they'll see if any genes are flagged or anything like that from the blood test. So they're gonna send us a kit, so like we can do our, you know, DNA saliva tests and stuff. So for the parents, so Spence and I will have to do that, and then we'll send in our saliva kit, and they'll look at, you know, what side, which parent this could have come from, you know, what side of the family. And so hopefully it doesn't happen for, you know, if we have future children down the road, or, you know, hopefully it doesn't happen again. So they'll be able to hopefully give us answers, and then we'll understand Basie more, and yeah, just what she needs to grow and, you know, raise her the best we can. So super exciting. Yeah, it'll just be interesting to see what they both come up with. All of these things are great about her, and, you know, what, just little unique characteristics that we love. And